Stop, please stop. Please stop. This is a weak claw. It's okay.
Forward! Stop!
Please be careful. He's dangerous right now.
You know what?
He's really angry.
Alright, hey, calm down. You've got yourself an angry monster. You really have got yourself an angry monster. But I'm here to offer you a solution. I want you to vent your frustration.
Okay.
Kiss her hand. First of all, you address this princess correctly. Kiss her hand. If you want to do it, you do it properly. Give me this. My princess.
Thank you, Prince Wayne.
Yeah. So I have a proposition for you.
Okay, interested.
Yeah.
What have you got for
Okay,
me?
well, unless you've been sleeping under a rock, I have acquired myself a new servant. And this man will fulfill every request that I ask him to. And I want you to hire him for the evening and face your monster, the primate.
Oh, I think that's a deal I can definitely do.
It's a pleasure doing business, Susie.
You too,
my
Prince.
princess. Ooh.
Thank you.
Good luck, Paul.
He is the ambassador of British wrestling, the man YouTube have christened Mr. Brexit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Doug Williams.
Last week on Loaded, Doug Williams came out on the losing end of a number one contenders match against the American Aaron Stevens. Williams has another match against an American scheduled for October the 6th at Refuse to Lose. It's supposed to be Williams against Rhodes, but things could go from bad to worse here for Doug if he loses to Noam Dar.
He didn't lose to Aaron Stevens. He was beaten by a pulled hamstring and gravity, and he still got up after landing on his head from the top rope. The man is virtually invincible, and I predict right here on Loaded, he's going to send Noam Dar packing back to WWE Cruiserweight Classic.
And introducing his opponent, weighing 179 pounds from Ayr, Scotland, he is the Champagne Supernova, Noam Dar.
One of the hottest properties anywhere in the wrestling world. He is indeed a supernova. His star has gone into orbit and then some in recent months. As we've already said, part of the WWE Cruiserweight Classic. And if he beats Doug Williams here, he will also be facing another WWE talent, a former WWE talent, in Cody Rhodes.
Oh yeah, I mean, Noam Dar, I'm not going to take anything away from him. That match he had at Built to Destroy against Jay Lethal was incredible. It was a match, I said before, that I think made WCPW in the eyes of the wrestling world as a serious wrestling company. This guy is just such a technician, such a talent. But the fact is this, and it is a fact, that Noam Dar had probably not even discovered pro wrestling when Doug Williams was revolutionising it around the world. And there's a problem that I have as someone that started in the same wrestling school as Doug Williams, been around wrestling the same amount of time. British wrestling has been built on the foundation laid by the generation before Noam Dar. And some of us feel a little bit pissed off, if I'm honest, that this current generation doesn't give enough respect. And Doug Williams is the physical embodiment, manifestation of that thought process. And it's a thought process that on occasion is valid and just. And the way that Noam Dar spoke to Doug Williams in the locker room area, I think tonight experience is going to be youth and arrogance.
Not arrogant.
There you go, I'm off my soapbox now.
Yeah, well, you should be off your soapbox, because that what you just said is absolute nonsense.
Hold on, how is Noam Dar getting paid the same as Doug Williams, fair and just, when Doug Williams, in any other job, somebody who's been stacking shelves for let's say 5 years, doesn't go up and say, oh, you've been the manager here 15 years, I want the same amount of money as you.
don't compare professional wrestling to stacking shelves. Noam Dar is an incredible talent.
I just said that. He is an incredible talent.
And professional wrestling, the people who rise to the top aren't the people who necessarily have been here the longest, it's the people who are the best. That's why Noam Dar is where he is.
Former Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion, former TNA X Division Champion, former TNA Tag Team Champion, former Noah Tag Team Champion, former FWA multi-time heavyweight champion, revolutionary pioneer of the British wrestling world of sports style, coming back and being displayed around the globe. Now tell me, other than the WWE Cruiserweight Classic right now, how can you compare that to Noam Dar? Doug Williams, to see further than others have seen, Dave Bradshaw, you must first stand on the shoulders of giants, and in British professional wrestling, Doug Williams is a giant. He's the bloody BFG.
Of course Doug Williams has achieved an enormous amount in his career. No one's going to deny that. But, by the way, a lot of what you said was former. He's a former champion in a lot of places. Noam Dar is the moment. He is right now in professional wrestling because he's here in WCPW having classics against the likes of Jay Lethal. He's competing in WWE. Don't be so disrespectful to Noam Dar just because he's young.
Dave Bradshaw, just because we're in the land of the witless, it doesn't mean that the half-wit is king. Your point is invalid. You don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going to let the best technical wrestler of my generation prove it by beating Noam Dar. Now, can we just call the match? I'm getting hot.
I think we'll have to agree to disagree on that
Put your money where your big fat mouth is. Go on.
What do you mean?
Open your wallet.
I'll pick Noam Dar to win this.
All right. 150
Doug
quid.
Williams is
150 quid on the table.
Doug Williams, and again, no disrespect to what he's achieved, but he's become a bitter man in recent times. Noam Dar is a guy on the rise. He is a guy who is going to WWE. He's one of the top guys in WCPW.
There is nothing wrong with being bitter if it gives you focus and determination. You need what you can get when you get older. You can't just have the confidence of ignorance your entire life. Happens to everyone once they reach 30.
One thing I will say...
Or 40.
What?
Just saying.
One thing I will say about where maybe Doug Williams does have the advantage over Noam Dar is that Williams got Dar into a position backstage, having already agreed to the match. Dar would have looked like a coward if he didn't agree to Williams' stipulation, which is a very serious one. If Dar loses, he has to leave WCPW.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The confidence of ignorance. He's ignorant to the consequences, and he was overconfident, and Doug Williams is going to show him up. Where is your 150 quid?
What?
I bet you on live broadcast across the internet.
I don't have 150 quid to spare. How much are you making?
We don't need to talk about that now. But you know, I've been doing this longer than you, so by the pay scale that I established earlier, it should be at least 10 times more.
Longevity is not the only measure of how much you should be paid in professional wrestling.
Tell that to my nan.
Going round in circles.
She's 84.
I know your nan was a pro wrestler.
No, I'm just saying. She's had longevity.
Dar looking confident, despite the seriousness of what's at stake. Japanese stranglehold by Doug Williams.
I should have said Vince. That would have been better than my nan.
What?
Just he's older and he's done really well and he gets paid more than everyone else.
But you didn't. You said your nan.
Now
it's too late.
Just come into she used to buy me donuts.
For every bit of opportunity that's present here for Dar, there's equal risk as well. Noam Dar, though he's performing to an incredible standard in promotions around the world, WCPW obviously one of the top growing promotions in the world, and he doesn't want to have to abandon his career here.
And look at that cocky, arrogant pose. And I wish Doug Williams had just gone and stumped on the back of his head. That would smarten him up quick, wouldn't it? He's in that position, arms behind his back. Doug just goes up and just stumps on the back of his head. Squish, crush him like a grape.
Right now, Doug Williams is playing to the crowd. Are you going to condemn that too?
Well, the longer you've been doing it, the more you're allowed to showboat.
Oh, that gives you the right as well, does it?
It's like, you know, the older you are, the less your car insurance is, the flashier the car you can drive.
Did you just travel here with Doug today?
These are just facts of life. No, I'm just...
You sound like him. Collar and elbow tie up. Williams takes down Dar.
I did well out of the Brexit. My YouTube channel gets paid in dollars.
Because you voted the same way Doug did.
No. My missus is actually French. I'm also a hypocrite as well as someone who's very opinionated. Keeps me in balance.
I have no idea what you're on about now. Dar with the head scissors on Williams. know, despite WCPW's youth in terms of its time in existence as a promotion, Noam Dar has already had some classic moments here. We talked about that Ring of Honor World title match against Jay Lethal. What about that triple threat match last week against Will Ospreay and El Ligero?
Oh, there's no denying Noam Dar is one of the best wrestlers to come from the United Kingdom in quite some time. But right now, he's a human punching slash kicking back.
Super knee bar! Super knee bar!
Oh, God, I made noises I didn't know I could make. That was
a little high pitch.
It wasn't that. It was just like the way I was sat made it more uncomfortable.
Your buddy was in some trouble there, wasn't he?
Well, don't forget, that's the leg right there that buckled under the pressure of Doug Williams' greatness and sent him plummeting head first to the middle of the canvas.
Actually, that's a good point. We do have to consider here.
Of course, it's a good point. I just made it. Don't act so surprised.
Point, like the entire nonsense that's been spewing from you for the last 10 minutes. But on that one occasion, you're right. Doug, of course, with that trapped nerve in his leg, causing him to land on his head very awkwardly in that match against Aaron Stevens last week. So now he's got, well, you see it there, the leg issue and possibly a concussion to deal with.
And look who's refereeing as well. It's Steve Linsky, who has been friends with Doug Williams for some 15 years. In fact, he was Doug Williams' manager on television in the UWA at their first taping at Crystal Palace Indoor Arena. Back then, Linsky had an American accent, don't know what that was all about, but the fact is they've known each other for a long time and Linsky wants to protect his friends. And that's why I think he fast counted last week. And look, Doug Williams, even with one leg, come on, play by play.
You made a second good point there. I'm impressed, you're on a roll. If I'm Noam Dar...
Don't be so condescending. I made a second good point. The sharp tongue is not an indicator of a keen mind, Dave Bradshaw. You should remember that. And respect your elders.
I was going to say, if I'm Noam Dar, I'd be a little bit disturbed by the choice of official here. There's so much at stake for Noam Dar. He can't afford a referee who might be friends of his opponent. The referee could cost him his career.
Well, no, I was actually saying it went against him, but look, Dar doesn't care. Is he actually prepared to attempt to end the career of a legend? That's exactly what I mean. That is exactly what I mean. Come on, defend that, Bradshaw.
So you're saying that Steve Linsky being the referee is actually a disadvantage?
Steve Linsky counted 3 fast in the match with Aaron Stevens to save Doug Williams. He was going to call off the match because he was concerned for his friend. Because you've never had friends, you won't understand this point. But Linsky, look, Doug's stretching out that leg. Linsky would just as easily let Doug Williams lose so that he could be safe. But Doug Williams is a fighting champion even without a belt. And so on, defend Noam.
Steve Linsky knows that. You seriously think Steve Linsky is going to allow Doug Williams to lose so that he can't get that huge match and that huge payoff, I might add, from that match against Cody Rhodes?
Are you trying to imply that Steve Linsky is in some way corrupted? He is the highest paid referee in WCPW. You know why? Because he's been doing it the longest. Oh, I'll close my case. Let me open my case again, blow the dust in your face and close it.
You know, when you get into an argument, your smugness rivals that of Adam Blompier.
I'd take that as the biggest compliment you've given me so far, which doesn't rank it very highly.
You ordered your BX t-shirt, yeah?
I'm wearing it underneath. I might do a waddle-in.
Sucking up to Blompier.
I would do a run-in, but, you know, my knees aren't what they used to be.
Williams enjoying this antagonism from the crowd.
And look at the pressure, and now Noam Dar is feeling it. And Dar, by using that ring post as a weapon, has given Doug even more reason to hate. And he had quite a few reasons before. These people, they walk around young, thinking they know how the world works. You know, they've never had their heart broken. They think they can fight the system.
Oh God,
and then the system crumbles on them, and then they become bitter.
Now it's not just foreigners, it's young people as well, is it?
It's the start of my autobiography. That was a monologue.
So basically, for you and Doug, it's anyone who isn't like you and Doug who you don't like.
No, I'm not saying anyone. Just below a certain age.
What's the age? What's the cut-off?
I don't know. How old are you?
Never you mind. Younger than you. Dar is reeling in agony after what I thought was a low blow. Williams is saying he kicked the inner thigh.
It was the inner thigh. He has got precision, like marksman-like accuracy. He doesn't need to... Oh, look at that. And there you saw the weight difference between Doug Williams, because Noam Dar may be a baby oak, but Doug Williams is a birch. Well, I mean, I'm not that great at that kind of stuff, but I think a birch is bigger than a baby oak.
Oaks definitely grow bigger than birches, though.
Yeah, but a baby one.
Well, hang on, while you're talking nonsense, referee Linsky is up to 8, and now 9. Dar in trouble, and Dar just a half a second away from his WCPW career being cut short.
And this is tough because there's a friend of Doug. As much as I want him to stay in WCPW, the competition here in WCPW is at such a fever pitch. There's people from all over the world that want to be here, and Doug Williams just doesn't know the word quit. One leg or not, he's going to be here.
One leg's a bit of an exaggeration. He's not that badly injured.
Oh, you think he purposely jumped head first off the top rope like a stuntman without a parachute?
No.
I think he was auditioning for the next James Bond film.
You're talking like he can't put any weight on one of his legs. He's been doing all right so far in this match.
Because he's a machine.
He's had another week to recover.
He's the British Kurt Angle.
Williams certainly a master of technical wrestling. Dar maybe fading. Williams has got his foot on the ropes.
How unfortunate. Doug needed to stretch that leg out and the rope blocked him from doing it properly.
You are so biased. Between the referee and the colour commentator, Doug Williams has very much the home advantage. Williams with the uppercuts to Dar.
Would that was a European uppercut, would that be a United Kingdom Brexit uppercut? Are we post-Brexit with that move or pre?
Well, it's still in the EU at the moment, right? So we'll keep calling it by its name for now. I'm sure Williams won't like that. Anyway, covered by Dar.
I tell you, I knew that wasn't going to be a 3, but I knew it was going to be close because he rung Williams' bell with that and he rung it hard.
You must be getting nervous though, because with every one of these pin attempts, Noam Dar is getting closer to defeating Doug Williams and taking his match against Cody Rhodes.
I'll be honest, I'm sweating a bit more and my heart's fluttering a little bit, but that could be the energy drinks.
Boot to the face of Noam Dar by Williams and a back elbow. Williams.
I'm going to call that a Brexit cut.
What?
I think it was a second rope Brexit cut.
We're not calling it that. I'm going to report you to Pacitti for making up move names.
I don't know what he'd say back, but I'm sure it'd be boring.
Don't forget that match that Adam Pacitti made. Joe Coffey getting a shot at Big Damo's WCPW World title.
Oh, look at that. Textbook overhead, belly to belly.
Gets a 2 count only, does Williams. In that WCPW World title match, an impromptu one, coming up before we go off the air tonight on Loaded.
Noam Dar is he's feeling something he's not felt before, and that is Doug Williams when Doug Williams has a point to prove. I tell you, this man beat everybody for a whole decade. Every wrestler that came into the UK had to get in there with Doug Williams, and they found themselves on the losing end. And Noam Dar,
Super Diva! If Williams taps, then Dar gets the shot against Rhodes.
Hold on, Doug. Hold on.
And don't forget,
Come on.
Williams has a bad leg, but he got to the bottom rope, and for now, Doug Williams is clinging onto his spot against Cody Rhodes and refused to lose.
Oh, I'm having palpitations.
Who will go on to face the son of a plumber on the 6th of October? Williams and Dar putting it all on the line on this week's Loaded.
I'm a bit stressed. I haven't felt palpitations like that since Challenge called me to say they're changing their Sunday night schedule. And they were palpitations.
Dar and Williams are exchanging forearms. You're okay? Oh, you got a tear in your eye.
Ah, just the memories.
Williams is holding that left leg. The fans are questioning the legitimacy of that injury.
Disrespectful bunch of ingrates here in the O2. Doug Williams, this man is a warrior. You wouldn't say that to Ken Nakabashi, Mick Foley. I'm thinking of legends of other scenes around the world. But no, because he's...
he's
come on.
Suddenly the knee's all right, isn't it?
Why, he just had a burst of energy. It's what happens as you get older. You don't have that constant energy. It comes and bursts. That was one of the bursts.
You're embarrassing yourself. Williams going for the clothesline. Dar goes behind. Dar is going to try for the pin, but Williams sits down. Oh, no!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match,
Williams countering the pin attempt into a pin of his own. And Alex, you know what that means?
You owe me 150 quid! Goodbye, Noam Dar!
Well, Noam Dar's career in WCPW is no more.
That's tragic, that's sad. But the story here is Doug Williams has just set the record straight for big mouth idiots just like you. He is ready for Cody Rhodes.
For the stipulation on this match, Noam Dar will now be forced to leave WCPW forever.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mr. Ring Announcer. We're all aware of what the stipulation is. This is utterly heartbreaking.
Are you going to pay me my 150 quid or not?
We never bet 150
Okay,
quid.
well listen, now's a moment to say that despite everything I said, Noam Dar, listen to this crowd, Noam Dar is a man who, aside from not having respect for his elders, is a true asset to the United Kingdom's wrestling scene, and he will be sorely missed here in WCPW. There you go, I said it. He's incredible. But he's still lost to Doug Williams.
That was a rare moment of humility from you. Noam Dar, this is incredible. Kenny's there. Let's see if Kenny can get a word with Noam.
What is it with two Scottish men with a microphone at the same time?
I don't think Kenny knows what to say. I don't think any of us do.
I kicked out. I said.
He did not kick out. I don't care how many people are shouting it.
This crowd thinks he did.
When you came to WCPW, everybody was so excited about what you were going to do here. You had great matches, but one confrontation with Doug Williams has changed everything. Everything was on the line tonight, the match with Cody Rhodes, the money in the spot, but as per your agreement, you now must leave WCPW forever.
Where do you think he'll go?
I know this isn't the result you wanted, clearly not the result the crowd wants either, but do you have a final message for the fans?
I think this crowd's answering your question, Alex.
They spend too much time on the internet.
Noam Dar is just beside himself. I don't think Noam thought that he would be ending this night having to leave WCPW.
He's made his bed. You know what he's got to do next? The answer was lying it, by the way.
I know what the answer was.
Kenny, WCPW management, everybody in this building knows that I got my shoulder up before the freak out. Things don't always go to plan. I don't want to say goodbye.
Well, in a short time here, Noam Dar has made an incredible connection with these WCPW fans, and they're going to miss him. He's going to miss them.
He's provided them with some incredible matches as well in that time. Jay Lethal, last week's three-way.
And now this tonight, great match against Doug Williams. Dar, understandably, very emotional.
I don't want to say, see you later. WCPW, this isn't goodbye, this isn't see you later, this is kiss, kiss, catch you.
Noam Dar saying goodbye to WCPW, and wherever this young man goes next in the wrestling world, you've got to believe he is a superstar of the future.
Well, Dave Bradshaw, on any other show, that would be the main event, but not on Loaded, because you know what we still got to come? WCPW title, Joe Coffey against the champion, Adam Blompier's Big Damo. It's going to be huge.
That's still to come as Loaded continues.
Remember when What Culture did a magazine called Wrestling? We're doing another one called Wrestling. Issue 2 will feature a career retrospective on Brock Lesnar and an interview with Paul Heyman. It'll feature another How WWE Should Have book written by this sexual modern stallion. There'll be all the usual top quality articles and artwork, as well as a top 50 list of the greatest SummerSlam moments of all time. Like last time, you can pre-order and buy your own copy in the link below at shop.whatculture.com. Order now to enjoy issue 2 of Wrestling.